I want to share a testimony that Pastor Rodrigo from Ushpayaco shared with me. He said one day he was down at the boat and a bottle come floating up, was bumping against the boat. And he picked it up and he looked at it and it had a note inside of it. And he read the note. The note said, would someone come and teach us God's ways? We're tired of our tribal traditional ways of revenge killing. We want to know God's ways. And had no name of the village, didn't have a name of a person. And so he's like, well, this is useless. So he kind of tosses the bottle aside. And about 6 months later, they're headed upriver to a village called Andoas. And as he's going upriver, this is a 20-hour boat ride. As he's going upriver in the afternoon, the boat motor starts acting up and actually quits. And so he floats back down to the closest village and gets to the bank and just kind of waits. Well, what has happened right before he got there was two young teenage boys were hunting, and they're out in the woods, and an animal will come across their path. One boy steps in front of the other kid and gets shot in the back and dies. So in this culture, it's called revenge killing. So if you kill a family member of mine, I have to kill one of yours. So the boy runs home and he tells his dad what happened, and he's all upset that he just shot his friend. And his dad said, well, son, they're coming for you. He said, they're coming to kill you, so you might as well prepare yourself. And as he's preparing, getting ready to be killed, and here's his father, getting ready for his son to be murdered. This is when Rodrigo comes to the village. So when he's sitting there in the boat waiting for someone to come and greet him, guy comes out there and he goes, hey, who are you guys? What do you need? What do you want? Rodrigo asked could he stay the night there because his boat motor was messed up. And the guy says, yeah, who are you? And he said, well, I'm a pastor from Ushpayaco. And he said, pastor, he said, do you mean you preach about God's ways? Rodrigo said, yes, that's what I do. I preach, teach people God's ways. Well, they invited him in and to hold a service. So Rodrigo that night, unknowing to him what was going on, he preached on forgiveness. And the family who was supposed to revenge kill this other family's son came up and forgave this family for killing their son. And that stopped the cycle of this revenge killing. So God did an incredible work there without him even knowing it. So the next morning he goes down there, gets in the boat.
Well, did the father say something about a bottle?
Yeah. Well, when he was asking Rodrigo who he was, Rodrigo said he was a pastor from Ushpayaco, and he said, yeah. He said about a year before, 8 months before, he sent a message downriver in a bottle asking someone to come and share God's word about how they should live and not live in their traditional tribal ways. So, which is the same bottle that Rodrigo found, which blew Rodrigo's mind when he said that he had sent that note down, that Rodrigo was the one that found the bottle. So yeah, God kind of put all that together. And when he goes back down to the boat the next morning, before he starts working on the motor, he decides to check it one more time. The boat motor fires up. They're going upriver without any more problems. So God did some amazing stuff there.
So basically, he stopped the motor to let them float to that village.
That's exactly right.